Hey everyone, welcome to the Win with Heather Havenwood. Today is January 9th, 2017, and welcome to Raw, the solo episode with me, Heather Havenwood. You can check me out at heatherhavenwood.com. Wow, I got some cool things coming out in 2017, and I'm excited to be here, and I've got some fun things to talk about today. So first of all, I want to bring you up to speed on something that I'm doing. Back into 2016, early 2017, I did a podcast on the KonMari way. A Japanese woman did a book called Tidying Up, right? So, and this is a whole process on how to basically tidy up your life. And I took it on. There's a structure. You do clothes first. You do by category, not location. But last night, starting Sunday, today's Monday, I did the KonMari way with my clothes. So I thought to myself, this shouldn't take long. It's 1:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday. I mean, what's the big deal? So here's the process. Take all the category, all the clothes out. You don't do like section by section. You take everything out of the location and put it out so you can see everything. That's the first thing. The second process, you go through and you discard. And when you say discard, you touch every single item. So it takes time. Touch every single item and ask yourself, does this spark joy? Which was really interesting for me because the first thing I went through was like socks and bras, stuff like that, and my workout gear, because I work out all the time. I literally live in workout gear. I went through all of that, and I touched every single item. And there were a lot of items that fit and a lot of items that were still good, but I would touch it and I would literally think of something, who gave it to me or a situation, and then I would think, oh, this doesn't spark joy, and I would just give it away, like perfectly good pair of whatever shirt. And I thought, wow, this is really more about a spiritual process of surrounding yourself with things that spark joy and surrounding yourself with, surrounding yourself with things that spark joy, but also creating space in your life, right? Because the universe, and this is me spiritual, but this universe really can't give you anything if you're full, right? So, I've in front of my experience that when she did this with her closet, all of a sudden she got new clients out of it because the universe was like, oh, you got all this room. Let me give you a new client so you can go buy new stuff or buy new things that fit you. And my coach earlier said today, she said, Heather, part of this process is you're creating a new Heather, a new self, and you're trying to put old clothes on a new self. And I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting. So here's the thing. So I thought, oh, this is not going to take this much time. I started at 1:00. 8 hours later, it's now like 11 o'clock at night or 9 hours later, it's 11 o'clock at night. I am nowhere close to being done. In fact, my entire bed is covered. You can find it on Facebook. I posted it. My entire bed is covered in stuff. I can't sleep on it. So I have to sleep in the couch because I only have a 2-bedroom house and my one bedroom is full office. And the other bedroom is bedroom. So I slept on my couch last night, and I'm dedicating that I'm going to focus and complete this by Tuesday, as well as run my business. So this is going to be interesting. But I'm learning a couple things that when you touch every item, because she's not about shrinking your life. This is about freeing your life up, right? When you release things energetically, physically, mentally, you free your space up so new things can show up. Right? That's really the whole point. When you release a relationship and complete that relationship, then only then can a new one really show up, right? When you complete a job, if you leave a company job and then say, I really want something else, sometimes you have to complete and let go of that job before a new thing can show up. That happens just naturally in life. So anyway, I want to let you know I'm on that process. It's really been a very challenging process. The whole point I even started it, by the way, is because I really want to clean up my office. I have a lot of papers, and I thought, well, I'll use this process. But the challenge was when I went through the book, she said, do clothes first. Like, don't skip, do clothes first. And I was like, so I have to go through the clothes to get to the paper. The second category is books. Then she lets you go to paper. The point of that, she says, is so that clothes are easier to let go of. It's when you get down to to paper and mementos that it's more challenging. So she's like doing the easy stuff first and then whatnot. So it's been interesting. You can check it out online. You can actually type into YouTube. There's a ton of people that have done a ton of stuff on the KonMari way. And I highly suggest you do it because it really takes, cleaning up to a different level. But it's not about cleaning up or discarding. It's about freeing up your life. And for me, I have to let go emotionally of a lot of things because here's why. When last time I did a lot of big cleanup like this, it was right before it was in the middle of my bankruptcy. My house was going foreclosure. So the reason I was cleaning up was because I was leaving, and so I was in the process in my head of shrinking my life, versus freeing up my life, which is very different. So I've had to, ever since then, I've held on to a lot of things. I haven't bought a lot of new things in my life, mainly out of fear, right? Because of back then it was fear, bankruptcy, money, all this foreclosure, a lot of negativity around financial. So anyway, it's been interesting process. I'm sharing with you. Hopefully that you'll learn something for yourself. So a couple things in the news I think is interesting. Amazon. Congratulations. Amazon will be accepting food stamps. That just came on, which I think is really interesting. Amazon and other online grocers will be accepting food stamps. All right. So I don't know. I get it. There's also a program called SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Not sure what that is. I guess that's part of the food stamp process, is what I hear here. It says major online food realtors, including Amazon, will begin accepting food stamps from those participating in SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistant Program. Online purchasing is a potential lifeline. Participants living in urban areas and rural communities will have access to healthy food. So this could be cool. This could be really interesting to say, hey, we want to help people have better health and well-being, and we're going to give you more access to online food. Let's see. Here's a quote. We're committed to making food accessible through online grocery programs, offering all customers the lowest price possible. Oh, wow. Wow. And by the way, what also came out today is that Limited, the retailer Limited. I mean, I grew up on the Limited. I remember the Limited was the cool thing to do in junior high and high school. The Limited, is that from the Limited? They're closing all their stores and they're going 100% online. They're closing all their retail stores and going 100% online. We knew this day was coming, right? We knew this day was coming in the entrepreneur world, but wow. Talk about it is now here. You know what I mean? I also read an article, and I don't have this quoted, so this is going to be off the cuff, but Amazon is worth more today in sales than Macy's, Nordstrom's, Limited, but Gap, combined. And it's, I'm not surprised by that. Again, I'm quoting off of something I read, and I'm not quoting, right? So, I think it's pretty interesting. So what does this mean to you as an entrepreneur here at The Win? Here's the deal. Get online. Honestly, I have an online business, a couple online businesses. I have a supplement business, e2lab.com. We are with WooCommerce. We're looking at going to Shopify with them. I also have the same products on Amazon. Why not? As a Prime buyer, I'm a Prime member myself as a consumer. I've been a Prime consumer since the first year it came out. Ever since. I mean, it's insane. This is where we're headed. In Alexa, have you been watching the CES 2017 just happened in Las Vegas? I was not there, but I've been watching it very closely. And of course, the thing moving forward. Remember when the cell phones, the iPhone came out? It was the big deal, and everyone was like, "This phone, where is it gonna go? Where is it headed? What can we do with it?" The thing now is the Alexas, the personal assistant, as we call it. This is the future. These are not going away. You're going to start seeing your entire world connected to your Alexa, or Echo, or whomever personal assistant devices, in the home. This is where we're headed. Now you're going to start to see companies literally creating products to interact specifically with Alexa, because they've kind of what they call opened up the the interface, as they call it, kind of like back in the Apple days when they started with the app and they created it so anyone could create an app. Same concept. So they're doing, Amazon is becoming the leader in this personal assistant device world. You know, if you don't have one yet, you're not behind the times. You're not an early adopter. It's okay. I really wanted one for Christmas. My boyfriend didn't get me one. I actually told him that the other day. Like, I was actually wanting you to get me one because I'm an early adopter in the world of technology. You know, the big bell curve, right? The beginnings, early adopters. I'm always the early adopter on all technology. I've always been that way. I'm always the early adopter. I love new technology. I sent my first text message via cell phone in 1998, 99. No kidding. On a Nokia. I said hi to my friend who was across the table. And he said hi back. And I was one of my first few friends that I would send text messages. And sometimes they'd be like, oh my God, how did you send that? That's so cool. How'd you do, can I respond? I remember that. So always been an early adopter of all technology. I don't know what that's about. I feel like as soon as it comes out, I want to understand it. I want to know it. I want to be on top of it. I want to be ahead of it. And then, of course, as soon as it's out, I always feel like I'm already behind anyway. So anyway, here's another thing that's kind of a deal. Amazon Echo's Alexa went dollhouse crazy. So let's see here. Owners complained that their voice-activated devices set off an invert shopping spree after a California news program triggered the systems to make erroneous purchases, according to a local report. Yeah, let's see. A morning show on San Diego's news station had been covering a segment about a 6-year-old girl in Texas who ordered to her home a dollhouse and 4 pounds of cookie through her parents' gadget. You got to be careful because if it does say, if you say, Alexa, order me 5 pounds of cookies, it'll say, okay. Alexa, order me a dollhouse. Okay. I mean, you got to be really super careful with this thing. I've also seen, funny things on Facebook about, kids saying things that are what I call explicit or porn related to Alexa, and it starts to talk that way or tell you different devices or things you can purchase. So you got to be careful. There will be all kinds of new psychology issues, I'm sure, that'll come out of Alexa. But honestly, here's the point. Amazon this is a device set in your home that what they want you to do with it is bottom line. They want you to make purchases on via e-commerce sales, right? That's what they want you to do. Let's be really super clear about that, right? This whole device is designed to basically say, hey, we want to put you a device in the home that all you have to do is talk and we will buy stuff. It's really cool. But anyway, I just wanted to, point that out. Let's see what else is going on. That's pretty much it right now. Of course, I find it interesting that it's 11 days out from the Trump administration. Wow. Have things been hitting the news cycle with Meryl Streep that slammed him yesterday at the global awards. That was interesting. I'm a big, look, here's the deal. I think it's a profound an amazing opportunity to be an actor and actress in today's world. It's hard. I know it's really a hard, long journey to get there. Once you're there, you really have to work hard, and I get that. But they're paid very, very well for their art. And I'm awesome. Congratulations. I think that's amazing, and I wish you all the best. And I love what you guys do. But here's my thing: stay in your world. If you want to be a politician, if you want to change lives, great, then you can start to do that. You can shift your career into politician. I mean, Ronald Reagan did that. Arnold Schwarzenegger did that. But be clear to not take your soapbox of acting and place politics on top of it. That's what I would say. If you're at a award ceremony for your artistic work, then stick with your artistic work. If you are starting to get involved politically and you're making some improvements or changes and you're at an awards for that, then you can comment. but I don't think they should mix. It's just one of those things I don't think they should mix personally. I have a hard time with business owners, big business owners like Apple, Microsoft, when they start to publicly talk about their views, because they're such a big global company, you have to realize that, let's just say 50% of the people in their downline, as we call it, the employees, are not going to be equal to see their view. I say 50%, I'm just making that up, but 50% of the people in their organization are not going to see the same. All right. So I think you're alienating people when you're a big time business owner. It doesn't work. When you're an activist and you're clearly an activist, then go for it. That's kind of how I see it. So anyway, that's my view, the Raw with Heather Havenwood. Look, I am doing some pretty cool things this year in 2017. And one of them I have decided to do will be secret. It's going to be a mastermind. It's going to be a mastermind where I'm looking at different ways to do it. I have a few options. I'm here in Austin, Texas, and I'm looking for men and women that are looking to take their life to a next level. I have been a part of many, many small masterminds and big masterminds throughout the years. My first mastermind was like in 2002. I remember walking in, I was the only female. I'm pretty sure someone asked me to go get coffee. And they didn't know that I actually was sitting at the board, like at the table. They thought I was someone's assistant. I'm like, no. So I've been a part of a lot of masterminds before. I love the interaction of masterminds, way more personal, because it's not one person. Like, you're here to listen to me preach. It's interactive. The good ones are interactive, and we really help each other. So I'm looking for people who have a business, who want to start a business, who say, hey, look, I want people of like mind to talk to communicate with, to look up to be pals with. Really a true mastermind, as Think and Grow Rich Napoleon Hill actually meant it to be. I'm looking to create that here in 2017. If you are just remotely interested, if you're like, that just, tickles my belly, please email us at media@sexybossinc.com, media@sexybossinc.com, and just say, hey, I'm interested. Like, what do you got? What are you thinking? It's going to be here in Austin. I'm not a big believer in like, let's go to Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, I'd rather help you make a lot of money so you can take your family wherever the heck you want to go to. And I don't mean to diss those ones, but I know a lot of masterminds, it's all about like, we're going to Fiji or we're going to New Zealand. I mean, I was invited to one of those and I didn't get to go. And I like that. But to me, I'd rather go to a mastermind and probably a nice city, right? Austin's a great city. And we explore the city. We have some fun, but we're not there for the city. We're there to be with each other. We're there to learn. I remember one of my best masterminds was, I think we were in like some boring town in Ohio at a Holiday Inn. I mean, because all we are is sitting in a room, right? Holiday Inn. And, but that mastermind, the people in that room were amazing, and they were there to work. They were there to focus. They had turned off their phones. They had told their spouses or assistants they were not going to be available for those 2 days, and they focused. That was intense, and it was fun, and I learned a lot and moved mountains in my business in those 2 days. That's what I want. And yeah, Austin's a great place to visit. If you want to hang out afterwards, let's do it. We're going to have a great place and have great dinners together in some amazing places. But honestly, it's about connecting, being with other of like mind, and sharing. I have spent 17 years in this business, and I think I'm ready to start sharing everything that I know to a select group of people. And I want to support them and helping them and grow as well. So if you're interested, I would love to just know that you're interested. You can go to media@sexybossinc.com. I do not have a page for this yet. Nope. This is the first I've been starting to talk about it. I put a little blurb out there, and I don't know the name of it. I might just call it Heather Havenwood's Mastermind. I mean, who Havenwood Mastermind. I'm not trying to make it anything other than that of me focusing on business and growth and opportunity and clearing your brain to free up your brain to be open to new opportunities. So, all right, guys, this is Heather Haven with the Win. I just want to shout out to our sponsors. Thinkific rocks. If you are into information marketing, you're like, I want to create a program. I want to create membership. Thinkific. HeatherHavenwood.com/Thinkific. If you are interested in creating a funnel, that's called ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is also one of our unbelievable, amazing sponsors. Go check them out. HeatherHavenwood.com/ClickFunnels. And last but certainly not least is my supplement line, e2lab.com with my boyfriend. We just created our first catalog, physical, mailed catalog, which I'm very, 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 I love. It's fun. It's exciting. It's sexy. If you want one, reach out to us. We will send you a free catalog. It's 12 pages and explains all of our amazing products. We just actually launched in January our protein. Wow. Man, our protein rocks. You talk about massive drop in calories. It's like net total calories, like 2. It's insane. Protein's like 25. It's really intense. It's high grade. If you can get protein anywhere, but if you really want something, if you want something that's really intense, then, meaning it's going to help you drop weight, then you want to use our protein shakes. So check that out at e2lab.com. The shakes are actually not even on the website right now. So, but if you're interested in getting a catalog, let me know. Just email me, media@sexybossinc.com. Okay, everyone. I just want to wrap it up and say, thanks for listening. You rock. I really love you guys. Thanks for, just being a support and amazing, just being amazing. Thanks for being part of my team here. So check it out, Heather Havenwood, The Win, HeatherHavenwood.com. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.